I have bad genetics. You don't have bad genetics. But first, let's do a quick story. I was still fighting. I was sparring with this guy who I really looked up to because he really has a lot of power in his punches, and his kicks were I almost got knocked out by his jumping scissor kick. But I was sparring with him, and I think I won in sparring, or I hit him more than he hit me because, of course, if a powerhouse is going to hit you, you're going to do everything that you can to dodge. But after the sparring, he told to me that, oh, what do you drink? What do you do when you're at home? Like, what's your exercise routine? And I just said, at the time, I was like taking some protein powder, some vegan protein powder because my mom bought it. And he said that that's what made you so strong. And I'm like, no, motherfucker. I train. I train. It's not really genetics. It's not really something that is going to make me powerful, but I just train. And you don't really have bad genetics. Because some people think that there's a solution, right? There's a solution to why you are that way or why that another person is that way that they can't control. But what? But to me, it's just that you haven't really trained that hard, or you haven't really focused on the things that really matter when you're training. Maybe the volume of your training wasn't really that much, and that's why your genetic or that's why you say that your genetics is bad. I'll admit there are people that do have bad genetics, but in most cases, it's the genetics is not really at fault. In most cases, they just weren't training as hard. In most cases, they're just not training the right muscle groups. In most cases, they're not really just they're just not really there's in most cases there's just not really much volume when they're doing it. For example, when I was still fighting, I did a lot of volume of roundhouse kicks in the bag. Bag work. A lot of bag work. I did that. And you know what happened? Of course, my roundhouse got faster and got stronger. And now people say that, oh, your roundhouse is so strong, or your roundhouse is so fast. It must be genetics. No, motherfucker. I train that every single day. I hit the bag 500 times a day. Left leg and right leg. It's not genetics, it's just hard work. And they just really don't see it, to be honest. If the hard work, the hard training session isn't doing you any justice, then probably yes, it's your genetics. But if you guys want to lose weight while you're still at your job, click the link in the description below. There's a course in there that I tell you guys how to lose weight while still maintaining while still maintaining a job. We and I also get and I also don't get these like black pillars, right? These black pillars that say that, oh, looks are the only thing that's important. No, dude, looks isn't the only thing that's important. Okay, cut you. I I look at all of these black pillars that say that, oh, your genetics will really make up what you want or how much girls will want you, right? The black guy will not, or the brown guy will really not get a lot of women. Why? Because he's brown, because of his genetics, da da da. And I'll say just maximize what you have right now, which is get a fit body. But if you can't get a fit body, it's probably because you're not really working out that much. Really, it's really that. These black pillars, there's these black pillars. We don't really like them. We don't really like them because they're not really taking control of what they have in their life. It's your card. I'm Filipino. Am I really going to say that, oh, I'm feeling bad because I'm Filipino and I'm not white? Or if you're black, you'll see that it really, really say that, oh, I'm black. I really can't get girls. Motherfucker, you can get girls. Black guys can get girls. Black guys can be fit. Filipinos can be fit, brown men can be fit. You can maximize all of this if you just train right, if you just train hard, if you maximize all of your time and all of the volume that you have, you can get fit. And most of the people aren't ugly. They aren't ugly. Most of the people are just fat. If you just lose all of that fat, you can become less ugly. Let's say you have bad genetics. And bad genetics, I'm going to say, is that not brown, not black, not white. Bad genetics is you can't really build a lot of muscle. Let's just say that. You can't build a lot of muscle. And so what? Are you gonna quit? If you can't build a lot of muscle, then God probably gave you a different skill set. But you should still work this out. Because your body's your temple. You still should work your body. Not, don't, you really shouldn't listen. You don't listen to all of those black pillars that say that, oh, you can't get girls. Why? Because you have better genetics, because you're black, because you're brown? Brown people got laid. Filipino got laid, right? Black people get laid. Everybody gets laid. No matter if you're black, white, brown, yellow. Everybody gets laid. And so it's just you have the last laugh for this. You have. We don't listen to them. These black pillars. We don't listen to them. These guys are fucking retarded, man. Fucking retarded. You're going to give up because you have bad genetics? Play the card that you're dealt. We don't do that here. And if you give up, you probably shouldn't watch this channel. Because we don't give up. And next is, do you have bad genetics? Nobody fucking cares if you have bad genetics. Let's say to get to where I am now took me 15 years. Let's just say that. After 15 years, I'm going to still have a good body. And then I can say that I have bad genetics, and despite having all of these bad genetics, I am still fit. You see how cool of a story that is? Instead of making an excuse that you have a bad genetic and then just rolling with it and not really doing anything with your life. It's not going to be a cool story that I have a bad genetic. It's going to be an excuse, really. It's only going to ever be a story if you somehow persevere through it. Nobody fucking cares if you have bad genetics or not. And you really shouldn't, because you should do this for you, not for anybody else. And yes, there's things like you can get girls with this, with getting fit. Yes, there's things called mesomorphs, ectomorphs, and endomorphs. You may be okay. This is the thing. Ectomorphs are people who can't really gain a lot of weight, are more on the skinnier side. Mesomorphs are these are your Mr. Olympia. These guys' muscle insertions are good. They can have muscles. They build muscles quickly. And endomorphs are the fat guys. They build fat quicker. It doesn't matter if you're an endomorph, ectomorph, or a mesomorph. You still do everything the same. You still train consistently. You still eat the diet, right? You still do all of these productive things. Why? Because you still love it. And you feel confident when you're doing it. And when you don't do it, you feel unconfident. I want you guys to be as confident as I am, which is why there's a course in the description below which tells you how to lose weight, how to feel good in your own body, even though you still have a full-time or a part-time job. Because what I've found is that I've become more confident because of the body that I have right now, because of the struggles that came with this body. And I just want to pass it. And I just want to pass it on to you guys. While also making money, of course. There's no shame in making money. Because to be honest, I really, really want to quit my job. And that's that.